Hi everyone, my dear students, ಶರಣು ಶರಣಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು. Welcome to Sri Basa Public School, Pilkal. So now we can study the very important aspects in the gravitation. So which are the points we have discussed in the last class? Just I will recall here. We have discussed that to calculate the value of small z means acceleration due to gravity, motion of objects under the influence of gravitational force of the earth. Then we have changed that some equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at, s is equal to ut plus of at square, v square is equal to u square plus 2as, and we are changed that instead of a place we are using that small z. And we have discussed that along this equation mass, weight, and now we are discussing weight of an object on the moon. Are you ready for learning this point? Okay. Now here we are observing this slide is showing that and finding the value of WE. WE means what here? Weight of the object on the earth, and small m is equal to mass of an object. Wm is equal to weight of the object on the moon, and capital M is equal to mass of the earth. Their value is, or its value is 5.98 into 10 to the power of 24 kg. So capital M and small m given here. So mass of the moon, its value is 7.36 into 10 to the power of 22 kg. Capital R is equal to radius of the earth, its value is 6.37 into 10 to the power of 6 meter. And next to Rm means radius of the moon, its value is 1.76 into 10 to the power of 6 meter. So these value we should substitute in the universal law of gravitation formula. So now you can see here acceleration due to gravity on the earth is small z, acceleration due to gravity on moon is gm, and therefore weight of the object on the earth We is equal to m into g. So that is the weight is the product of mass and acceleration due to gravity. In the last period we have found the equation of W is equal to m into g. So next by substituting the values, just I recall that values, the substituting the values of g from the expression of the universal law of gravitation, we get the formula of which one here? We is equal to m integer gm divided by r square. So now we are putting the values given in the data. We is equal to m into g into, that is the mass of the earth is how much is there? 5.98 into 10 to the power of 24 kg, and the radius of the earth is 6.37 into 10 to the power of 6 meter. So the radius given in the square, then it should be put after a bracket square. Now we go next step. We We is equal to m into g into 5.98 into 10 to the power of 24 kg divided by, you should be multiply that 6.37 into 10 to the power of 6 in 2 times. We are written like this: 6.37 into 6.37 into 10 to the power of 6 into 10 to the power of 6 meter square. So next step is We is equal to m into g into 5.98 into 10 to the power of 24 kg, and we after multiple of 6.37 into 6.37 we got it to 40.57 into, so the power we are added by the same base according to the mathematical rule. So that is 10 to the power of 6 plus 6 is equal to 12 meter square. WE is equal to m into g into 5.98 into the 10 to the power of, so 12 it become, because so the bases are the same and powers are the different. So one is in the numerator and another one is the denominator. So that numerator is having that 24 and the denominator is having that 12, then you should be minus it. So that is the 10 to the power of 12 meter square. So next after step is m into g into 5.98 into 10 to the power of 12 kg and 40.57 meter square. Then we are changing after dividing, we will get that value W is equal to m into g into 0.1474 into 10 to the power of 12 kg per meter square. So then we are changing the value here, W is equal to m into g into 1.474 into 10 to the power of 11 kg per meter square. Okay, so these values we can using in the next step. Weight of the object on moon, that is Wm is equal to m into gm. By the expression of universal law of gravitation, we may writing Wm. So Wm is nothing but here weight of the object on moon is equal to m integer gm into m divided by rm square. So now put the values m into g as it is, and what is the mass of the moon here, 7.36 into 10 to the power of 22 kg divided by rm square means what here, radius of the moon, that is 1.76 or 74 into 10 to the power of 6 meter bracket square. Now you can change that slowly, their values m into g into 7.36 into the 10 to the power of 22 kg, and next you should multiply in 2 times 1.74 into 1.74 into 10 to the power of 6 into 10 to the power of 6, just I told in the previous slide. So you can get it m into g into 7.36 into 10 to the power of 22 kg. Then after 1.7 into 1.7, after multiplying, we got 3.0276 into 10 to the power of 12 meter square. So next m into g into 7.36 into 10 to the power of 10 kg. Then after multiplying, after dividing, we got that other value, that is Wm is equal to m into g into 2.4309 into 10 to the power of 10 kg per meter square. So already we found that value of the W E, m into g into 1.474 into 10 to the power of 11. So these values we can divide, Wm divided by We is equal to m into g into 2.4309 into 10 to the power of 10. So this is the weight of the object on moon, and next We is nothing but weight of the object on the earth, that is m into g into 1.474 into 10 to the power of 11 kg per meter square. So after dividing these values, and m into g cancel, and here also m into g cancel, then the remaining values are the 2.4309 divided by, so here minus 1, 11 minus 10 means 1, we can get it their power 1.474 into 10. Then after the again multiply the denominator, W is equal to 14.74, we got it. So lastly dividing, we can get it to 1.6. Therefore weight of an object on moon is only 1%, and weight of an object on the earth is 6 times. It is 1 time in the moon, but that weight of the object on the earth is in the 6 time. So this is the one of the important calculation to finding the weight of the object on the earth and weight of the object on the moon, that is 1/6. Is it clear? Okay. Next, thrust and pressure. Thrust and pressure. So this is the new words you are studying in this class? No, already you have studied in the 7th standard. What do you mean by thrust and pressure? Here thrust means force exerted by an object perpendicular to the surface is called thrust. How the exerted force here? Perpendicular to the surface from that object is called thrust. Next, pressure, force exerted by an object per unit area is called pressure. So we will discuss related examples in the next slide. Here pressure formula is equal to force divided by area, or you may write it like this: pressure is equal to thrust divided by area. So we are writing by symbolically P is equal to F by A. So this is the first equation we have considered, where P is the pressure, F is the thrust or force, and A is the surface area of the object. So since pressure is indirectly proportional to the surface of the object, thus pressure increase with the decrease in the surface area and decrease with the increase in the surface area. So this rule you mind it, we can studying in the example. Okay, understood? Fine. The SI unit of pressure, the SI unit of force is Newton, and unit area is square meter. Therefore, by substituting the unit of force and area in the equation, we get P is equal to N divided by M square, that is nothing but Newton meter square. So thus the unit of pressure is Newton meter square. In the honor of Blaise Pascal, the SI unit of the pressure is known as Pascal. You can write it the SI unit of pressure in the form of Pascal, otherwise Newton meter square. 1 Pascal is equal to the 1 Newton per square meter, or 1 Pascal is equal to Newton per meter square. So is it clear, this SI unit of the pressure? Okay, fine. Now you see thrust and pressure in everyday life. So pressure exerted by a brick, this is the one example in the everyday life. A stretched brick kept on the ground, means vertical on the ground, exerts less pressure than a brick kept on the ground in a standing position. So this happen because the surface area of contact of brick in stretched position is more in comparison to the brick in standing position, and we know that pressure increase with increase in surface area and vice versa. Thus in the case of stretched position, a brick exerts a less thrust over the ground in comparison to the brick kept in standing position. So what I am telling here, the brick is in the stretched position on the ground, so their surface is very less, but pressure is very less and area is more, means So the force is exerted on the brick, or the brick force is exerted on the earth or ground. So it is in the vice versa. So we can say that pressure. So next example gives that camel can run easily over the sand. The feet of a camel are large. Larger feet mean larger area with the result in low pressure. Larger area of their leg or their feet, and it has that low pressure. Due to this, camel can easily walk on sand without sinking its feet. So their feet will not sinking in the sand because of the larger feet means here larger area which result in the low pressure. Is it clear? Okay, fine, you are understanding. And next tank. So tank easily can run over sand and mud. So tank means here nothing but in the war time they will use for firing. So we can say that tanker or tank. So that tank having that very big wheel, we can say that caterpillar track, that wheels we can say that caterpillar tracks. So this tank easily can run over sand and mud. So caterpillar track surrounding the wheels provide a larger surface area. You have observed that very larger surface area is covered on the wheels, and those type of the covered wheel we can say that caterpillar track. It is using, this tanker is using in the war. Due to this, a tank can move on any terrain without sinking because their area is larger surface. Clear? And next we go for tractor. So tractor has broader tires. So tractors are made mainly for agriculture purpose. Because of broader tires, a tractor exerts less pressure over the ground. As pressure decreases with increase in the surface area or contact, and hence easily runs over the muddy field. So you are understanding very easily. Next, E, F, G, these examples we discuss. One end of a nail is pointed. Observed, nail has a very pointed one end. When a nail is pushed in a wall or wood, it is pushed from pointed side. Because of pointed shape, nail exert more pressure over the wall or wood and is easily pushed by hammering. Clear? Surface pressure. And also we studied that thrust. Thrust means perpendicular. The force is exerted by an object in a perpendicular. Next, the strapes. So here strapes means we can say that with sharp edge. The strapes of school bag are broader. So you are wearing that strips of the bag are very broader. So you can say that strips only. We are saying that here strips. The strips of school bag are broader since larger surface area exert less pressure. Therefore, school bags with broader straps exert less pressure over the shoulder of a student while being slung over the shoulder, and a student feels it easy to carry even a heavy bag with more books. So that straps are having a larger area. From this larger surface area, the weight will be reduced and making the pressure less in the manner. And last example, knife with sharp edge cuts easily compared to one with blunt edge. Blunt means you know that, okay. Knife with sharp edge exert more pressure because of less area in contact with an object such as vegetable, and hence it cuts more easily than a knife with blunt edge, okay. So remaining points we will discuss in the next class, okay. ಶರಣು ಶರಣಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು.